Yes, ma'am. So very good afternoon.
Good afternoon
And
to you.
lots of thanks to you to connecting me and giving me this opportunity to enhance my communication skills.
Yes, same here with me, Sandhya. You have given me opportunity to be on the videos, so even I am very grateful to you.
Yeah, ma'am, it's my pleasure. So, ma'am, I want to discuss with you today communication. What is the communication?
Communication, okay. Uh, See, one should be able to communicate their feelings as well. And even if we are in some strange place or somebody is there to talk with us, so we may be able to have communication with that person. So we should not deny or we should not turn our faces, if anybody is there to communicate with us.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
and even one should be extrovert. I mean to say, an extrovert in having communication with anybody. I mean to say that.
Yes. So, ma'am, do you believe communication plays vital role in our relations?
Of course, of course, if we won't be able to communicate I mean to say, whether it is in relations or whether they are outsiders, so communication, of course, plays a vital role in building up relations with outsiders as well as in relatives. Yes,
Yes, ma'am, you are very right. The communication means just we share our ideas and thoughts, whether it is business and family and our surrounding area. That is called communication. And just by communication, sometimes we have many misconceptions. Sometimes the people have. So
yes,
we express our ideas and our feelings with that person and try to clear that. That is the communication. So it is play vital role because I want to ask you that any time it did happen with you, you want to communicate with somebody for any particular reason, and that person is not ready to communicate.
yeah, it happens. Maybe sometimes it happens that if we want to have communication with somebody whom we are liking to have communication, and they ignore or they doesn't want to have with us. So that time something awkward, we feel that way. So
Yes. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes, ma'am, what happen? We have any confusion. So one person want to communicate for clarity, but second person, that person is not ready to talk and clear that because they
yeah,
think if I keep quiet and I ignore that, avoid that person, everything will be fine. But maybe,
yes,
in my opinion, that is create a little more issue, because both
yes,
persons are not satisfied about that. And when we communicate each other, so we share what is right and what is wrong. I,
yes,
I, I at least that problem, still that problem is not clear, but a type of satisfaction we get by communication because
yes,
we get the chance to inculcate our ideas and our feelings. So we feel satisfied. Yes, I tried my level best. It doesn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. That is another way. But
yes,
communication is really very important. Play very
yes,
important role in
yes.
our life.
So, yes, yes, go on, yes.
No, no, man. Continue.
So sometimes, what happens if we have a language problem. So once I was in Punjab and my maid used to come and she doesn't knew a single word of Hindi, English, apart from English, she doesn't know any language except Punjabi she knew. So when she was appointed in my house, on the first day I had so much of difficulty while communicating with her because how to talk to her, she didn't understand a single word of Hindi. I had to go after a week, I had to go to Kanpur from Ambala. So how to tell her that I'm going and so I'll be giving you a leave for a week. It was very very difficult to communicate. So what happened? I told my neighbor to come and she'll be a translator in between both of us. So sometimes, it's very difficult if we don't know the language, it's very difficult to communicate sometimes.
That is also called a type of communication, because the communication by body language, on gesture, and by speaking, that is a type of communication, because when uh, that person is a blind, maybe a deaf person, they are not
Yeah.
able to listen, but they able to speak. In this case also you find when lots of difficulties how to communicate.
Yes, it happens. Yes, it happens. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
so I
so
think
what,
one must be able, yeah, one must be able to communicate and put his or her thoughts in front of the person you are communicating with. So that is the most important thing, and in a positive way. So, yeah,
what
yes, carry on.
we are feel positive that time, we uh, joyful that time, and we
Yeah,
try to enjoy that moment, and that's why we need to communicate with someone for a positive way. But if we are in negative phase, something had happened in our past, yeah, sometimes we feel
yeah,
very sad. So that time also we need someone with whom I share my feelings freely, and that person just the sympathy, give me
yeah,
sympathy. Yeah.
yeah.
So uh, I once one incident I had. My one of my childhood friend, uh, she got married, and I was not able to attend her wedding ceremony. She got
Yes.
angry with me because my another friend whispering about me, she is at home and she is well, and still she hadn't joined your ceremony. So she got angry with me for years, for 1 year. And when I again she returned to her native place, so I went to meet her, and she started avoiding me, and uh,
Okay.
and I didn't know about her, what has happened with her. Just I asked her, why are you avoiding, lots of questions, but you didn't utter a single word, and you are not visible.
No, my camera is on.
Yes, now it is okay. So just she replied me, if you hadn't joined my wedding, so not need to talk to you, because I have lots of expect from you. Because we are childhood friend and we share our thoughts to each
Yeah,
other. But why you didn't come? So I started laughing, and just I told her, yes, now you are on the right track, and I wish you would ask that question earlier when you got that news. You know,
okay.
so there was nothing. I had many proof. I told you, if you ask me, no, 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 not need to prove. And then she started talking to me, and she told me, I feel very delighted today, very happy, because
Yeah,
a type of happiness and hard feeling for you in my heart.
yes.
Yeah, because I have a little bit rumors. I heard that news by someone. You are well at home. Still, you hadn't joined my wedding. So I don't I didn't strike that you are never tell a lie. And I don't know how it was happened. How I believed on that person. So
Yeah, yeah.
communication
No,
is my, yes.
yeah, sometimes no, we have to face such kind of situations. It happens in life sometimes, you know. So
So it is clear now. If anybody want to feel joyful, that time also need communication. And when we feel, because we can't enjoy ourselves alone,
of
and
course,
we can't cry alone too.
Ah, right, yes, yes. We have to have somebody, we have to have somebody. Whether we are in angry mood, so to come to normal position, we have to communicate with somebody. We can't sit in a single place and be angry with someone. So we have to overcome this type of things. So we have, in any way, I mean to say, whether we are in happy mood and we are sad, anyway, we have to communicate with somebody or the other. Whether
Yeah,
it be
but
friends. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we even communicate our feelings to our friends. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
but
So,
sometimes it's happen, ma'am. Many people very reserved person.
yeah.
They like shy by nature. We can
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So that person just sit at one place and they listen, but they don't communicate. And if both person, there is two person and both are opposite. One is very talkative and
Yes.
one is a very reserved person. So that person waiting for that person is now she's asked me something. I should ask something to her or not. It happens sometimes. But
See,
you
yeah.
know, Mm. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
No, no, carry on, carry
So we need lots of people. If any question comes in our mind, so we need to ask because once I asked my father, I had one more friend. She is my cousin sister. So she was very talkative, and whatever comes in her mind, just she ask anybody. She didn't have a hesitation. So once I asked my father, why whatever she wants, she gets immediately. She gets immediately, and yes. So my father taught me, but she was weak in study. Not weak. She didn't take interest in study, and I have that interest. I don't unnecessarily outers. With outers, I don't didn't ask a question to that person, outer person. But in my family, I was also talkative, and he is very active to question strangers, whatever
on.
it is. So I asked my father why she gets everything immediately, whatever she wants. So my father replied me, she is a good communicator. Whatever she feel, she asks that question. If you don't understand any syllabus, any chapter in your school, as you ask to your teacher, so you get the answer. Same things, you are active there and she is active here. So she always demand for eating something and fashionable things. She is very passionate about that. If she wants to apply the nail paint, immediately she wants, and she asks everybody, not at only at home. Our cousin's home, she also, auntie, today I want to apply the color, but I don't have. Do you have? And she gets. So that day, my father told me, if you have choice, whatever choice do you have, you ask related to that question. So you get answer in the class, in the school, your relation is good there. And she has that type of uh, uh, matlab, that type of uh, enthusiasm,
Yeah.
because she was very passionate about the fashion, haircut, and
Yeah.
applying the kajal like that. So it's up to your interest. If you want to also like that things, so you can ask also and you get.
Yeah.
So question is, yeah, this is very important part in joyful mood and in sad mood.
Yeah, yes, of course, communication plays a vital role also in joining two peoples. See, if we are not interested with somebody and he or she starts communicating with us in a positive way, in a very jolly manner. So in this way, sometimes we become friends also with them.
Yes,
While traveling, waiting in a lounge for a flight or trains on a platform. Sometimes, we communicate so easily and we become friends for a long time.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
communication means sometimes we listen any podcast, and by earlier we communicate by the radio,
yeah,
newspaper, TV, books. These all are the communicators because someone they don't have anybody to talk that time. They take help of the pen and paper to
yes,
inculcate her ideas and emotions. They write there
right,
and when but communication means getting information and giving information.
right,
Exchange of messages. Yeah,
right,
yeah. And and we get knowledge, information, lots of
right,
information.
right, right, right.
Yes, ma'am.
And it builds up healthy relations also with somebody.
Yes,
Sometimes, yeah,
we get healthy relation, ma'am. And we
yeah,
don't know sometimes strangers become our very close friends by
yeah,
communication.
yeah, of course, yeah. That only I was saying. Sometimes it happens, in traveling, or sometimes I told you, sitting in the airport, I was waiting for my flight to take off. So we were sitting in a lounge, one Sardarji couple was just, they were sitting behind, besides us. So while talking, we became so friendly. And, still it's been 15 years past and still we are friends. They call us to our marriages, to his son, no, he had called us. So, of course, we didn't go for some reason, but still we do that family and we both, we are friends, So it happens. Yeah, it happens.
Communicate over the
Yeah,
phone. Yes.
yeah. So,
On any festival we communicate. Same with me. When I meet the positive people and both nature is similar and we then we feel connected and by communication and we long lasting. I can say that relation is long lasting.
yes, yes, yes.
So ma'am, it is very wonderful conversation with you. I
Yes,
I enjoy this a
yes,
lot.
even I love talking to you. So we were on the camera for the first time today, and I had a nice feeling, to talk to you. Yes,
So thanks once again, ma'am. And I hope we will connect soon again
yes.
with a new topic, ma'am.
Of course, why not? Yes, of course.
When you take new topics, so we get ideas and information and
Yeah,
get vocab.
but yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, ma'am. So till then, bye bye, ma'am.
Yes, of course, bye. Okay. So we'll try to meet again. We'll try to meet again someday.
Yes, yes, of course, ma'am.
Yes.
Once again,
Bye. Bye.
bye bye, ma'am.